AP Physics Part 1 is a year-long course in what we would call mechanics. That's the basic laws of motion, um, forces, dynamics, gravity, vibrations, and springs. It is equivalent to a freshman algebra-based physics course, not calculus-based. And this is the sort of thing that might be a semester or even a year-long course in college, just focusing on mechanics. Because we are shooting for college-level work in a lot of areas, students need to be self-motivated and at least partially self-directed, willing to advocate for themselves, to start projects on their own and to carry them through. The online tools we've used are still available. Everything is going to be accessible in Canvas, but this year we will be doing real labs. In addition to the AP and College Board goals and learning objectives, we also focus on the next generation science standards in this class. If you'd like to learn more about them, you can go to www.nextgenscience.org. And if you'd like to learn more about any of this, including those standards, all of that information is available in the syllabus, which is available online. You can check out the class website, a bit more about that in a minute. So what do they need? First of all, there's an online downloadable PDF textbook. It's called OpenStax College Physics for AP Courses. It is recognized by the College Board. It is an excellent free college-level textbook created with support from various foundations and universities, and then rewritten to be especially relevant for AP courses with AP-style practice problems and direct links to the AP Physics learning objectives. They should have a decent scientific calculator. That does not need to be one of the really expensive ones. A $10 or $15 model is okay. However, if they would like to have some advice on a good model that they can get that will see them all the way through college, they can talk with me about it. They need some way of taking notes. Exactly how is up to them. And they should have a lab notebook, ideally a composition book, which is stitched and won't fall apart, and that should be separate from however they're taking notes in class. Physics is really about what Sir Isaac Newton called the system of the world, the basics of how reality works, starting with the fundamentals of motion, Newton's three laws, the idea of inertia, how objects accelerate, how they pull and push on each other. That brings us to Newton's other big idea, gravity, which he also developed, and which leads then to things like basic orbital mechanics, why objects orbit around each other, how to calculate orbital velocities. We move on from there to energy, both potential and kinetic, torque and angular motion, and subjects around balance and equilibrium. And we finish with a little bit about oscillations, vibrations, what we call simple harmonic motion, which then leads on into a subject they can study in the second AP Physics Part 2 class if they take that in the future, waves and sound. The goal is for everyone to take the test. I tell people that it isn't really about to test, it's about prep for college and for life, but the goal is that everyone takes it and everyone works hard towards it because AP Test Prep is college prep. There's good journaled scientific research that taking an AP class and taking the test, working towards it, studying for it, makes a big difference in the chances of getting into the college of your first choice, persisting year to year and graduating in 4 years. And just taking it makes a bigger difference than the difference between getting a good and bad score on it. That's really irrelevant. It's the college prep experience of doing this that's the important thing. Now, like I said, even though we are in person this year, we are going to continue to use many of our online tools, including Canvas, our learning management system. Students and ideally parents should be familiar with the page. Got a lot of important information on where and when we are meeting, overviews for each week, announcements, additional information, detailed information on our meetings, how to get that downloadable textbook, videos, contacts, and additional resources I will add with study aids for each of the units that we cover. So here we go. We're building towards the AP Physics test, May 12th, 2022. Homework packets are for each unit, self-graded, but they serve as retake tickets if the student needs to do a retake on a test. Tests are a major part of the grade. Quizzes are small but regular. Labs are important. Students will learn how to do college-level lab papers in scientific journal format, and you can contact me at any time by email or remind. Just reach out and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.